time and you could Google juvenile delinquent, Johnny Boy's name and picture would definitely pop up first. Johnny Boy's my sister's boyfriend. He's the best looking, most athletic, and most evil person I've ever met. He's 6'2", blonde hair, blue eyes, heavily muscled for a teenager. He's Marlon Brando, James Dean, and Elvis all rolled up in one really badass greaser. Every girl in the neighborhood's madly in love with him. Every guy is scared shitless of him. We all want to be him, though. We want to be like him, or at least just be around him. I'm allowed to hang around with him because of my sister. I do shit jobs for him just so I can tag along with the older guys. I'm a freshman, they're juniors in high school. That's a big deal. Johnny Boy's parents never seem to be home. He regularly has card games in his mom's kitchen. I run for cigarettes and coffee, and I mix up drinks for them from bottles of Seagram 7 that Johnny Boy and I liberate from the local bar. He conveniently leaves the cellar door unlocked when he delivers kegs of beer for his father's beer distributing business, and on our way out we grab handfuls of quarters for the poker game too. Johnny Boy and his buddies play poker for quarters, and I mix up 7 and 7s for them, and I'm sneaking sips from the bottle till I get really drunk. Johnny Boy walks me around the neighborhood trying to sober me up a little bit, and we're strolling through the commuter train parking lot. He keeps trying out car doors until he finds one that's open. Slides in behind the wheel of a black 49 Chevy hardtop. He's going to hot wire the ignition. With silver foil he tears off from the top of his pack of Lucky Strikes. He reaches under the dashboard and jams his silver foil into the back of the ignition, shorting out the contacts. I'm watching and I'm learning. He presses the starting button and the engine immediately kicks over and we head out toward US 1. Johnny Boy looks over at me with that cool bad boy grin and he said, "We're going to Florida, buddy." I'm really scared, but I'm excited too. I say nothing. I nod my head, I force a smile, and I light up an unfiltered Chesterfield King, and I'm trying to act cool like I do this shit all the time. It's dark in the car, and I'm hoping Johnny Boy doesn't notice how much my hands are shaking. In Maryland now, we pick up a hitchhiker. He calls himself Radar. He gets to ride shotgun now, and I'll move to the cramped back seat. Radar and Johnny Boy talk a lot. Radar's 19, just got out of prison, and he has a gun. Me and Johnny Boy seem to have a lot in common. I feel myself slowly becoming visible back there. We stop for gas in Virginia. The gas jockey asks for the gas cap key. Without hesitating, Johnny Boy gets out of the car, walks casually back to the gas cap, and easily twists it off, breaking the lock. He flashes that innocent altar boy smile, gets back in the car with the gas cap, and the teenage attendant doesn't say a word. He's clearly impressed. Chalk up another victim to Johnny Boy's charm. We speed out of that station streaming a trail of gasoline from the open gas tank. And I'm hoping Johnny Boy doesn't flip his cigarette butt out the window. Around midnight, we're deep in South Carolina with Radar driving. He pulls off the road and into the woods, and we sleep in the car till sunup. I wake up, I have to pee really bad. I get out of the car and I walk into the woods a bit. I hear the engine start up. I see the rear wheel sliding and kicking up wet leaves, and Johnny Boy and Radar drive off. First I think they're only messing with me, but after an hour I get it. They're not coming back. I'm scared. I'm 14 years old, in the middle of nowhere, no money, my stomach's growling, I'm out of cigarettes, and my mouth tastes like somebody's ass. I'm fucked. I finally hitch a ride late in the morning. I give up driver a sad story about how the last guy that picked me up took my money and left me in the woods. I don't know if he really believes me, but he's a really nice guy and he buys me a meal anyhow. I doze off, and 14 hours later, amazingly, I wake up and he drops me off in Pennsylvania, almost exactly where we started. Meanwhile, my father had me declared a chronic runaway. I ran away a lot. I have a date in court later in the week. The judge asked me why I constantly run away from home. I sneer out, "My father's too cheap to take us on vacation." Which is mostly true. The judge gives me a slap on the wrist and my father's embarrassed. I'm really pissed off. I'm grounded big time. Let's jump ahead 2 years now. My last adventure with Johnny Boy. He's bashing in the rear door of a bar at night with a tire iron. I'm the lookout. He's not subtle, it's noisy, somebody calls the cop. And Johnny Boy runs a lot faster than I do. I'm expecting at least, I don't rat him out, and that cost me a night in jail, a beating by my father, 6 months probation, and I lose my driver's license for a year. I'm expecting at least a grateful wink or nod next time he comes over to pick up my sister. He just points his finger at me and laughs his ass off with that same smiling, innocent schoolboy look. He's really a sick fuck. My mother's been charmed by Johnny Boy for a very long time, and she only makes my sister break up with him when he goes to prison for a 2-year stretch. I'm hoping he gets to share some with some really hardcore badass lifer who's so charmed by that smile that he makes him his bitch.